External shoulder rotation. A lot of people will complete external shoulder rotation exercises after an injury of the shoulder, and a lot of people will complete these exercises to prevent injury of the shoulder. So what external shoulder rotation is simply just rotating the shoulder or the hand outward, and this can be done at many different angles of shoulder abduction or adduction. So the most common exercise that you might see people doing, or you might have tried yourself, is generally with a band, and we'll start just at a 90-degree and moving out this way. And so this would be true shoulder external rotation. I'll do it from the side so you can see as well. But what you'll commonly see is people, instead of externally rotating out that way, they'll substitute it with retraction and sometimes a little bit of spinal extension. And more often than not, it's because people don't have as much external rotation to use, so they try to substitute it. So another common exercise that we'll see this done is a sideline external rotation. And so it's kind of just as it sounds, but when you lie on your side, often you'll post your elbow onto a pillow or maybe just onto your side, and then again people will come into this external rotation this way, but more often than not, instead of rotating at their shoulder, people will come into more of an extension and or retraction of the shoulder blade. So when you're doing external shoulder rotation, if you want to make sure that you're actually externally rotating at the shoulder, a couple things I like to do. One exercise that I think works really, really well is if you post your elbow onto your knee, and that way you can keep it as a pivot point, and so you can make sure that you're actually externally rotating. And when you think of externally rotating your shoulder, you can think of it more as a door opening and closing. And so you're coming into an actual rotational movement that way versus, again, coming through that way. If you are going to be doing this exercise in a standing position, again, it's just going to take you being aware of it or maybe having somebody watch you. And I would say maybe don't try to go as far as you can. Just focus on actually achieving the rotational movement and then controlling it back. So hopefully that gives you some tips to improve your shoulder rotation exercises.